Hey everybody, it's Elf Nymph. We have 2 piles today. Let's go ahead and see what are the super great things coming super soon into your life. Hi, pile number 1. So let's see what's the next good thing coming in super soon for you guys. You have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Leadership. Patience. I will be changing the angle in 1 moment. Gateway. Forgiveness. And recovery. That's it for the oracle cards. Let's see some tarot now. The tarot I'm using is the Nicoletta Sassoli tarot. I think I pronounced it right, but I never know. This is actually one of my favorite decks that I own. So let's see, what are some of the really great things coming in super soon for the people that picked this pile? 9 of Cups in reverse. And we have the 9 of Swords upright. The Page of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The 4 of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You guys in this pile, it seems recently might have had something not go your way, something you were really wishing would turn out the way you wanted it to, because the 9 of Cups in reverse is telling me that you feel like there's something failing or something failed, or like you just don't feel content with where you're at with it. Some of you could have been really patient recently about something, or with someone, or with a situation. Some of you could be looking to yourself to forgive someone, or some of you could, it's a smaller percentage I think, but some of you could also be hoping someone forgives you. Take it as it resonates. There's also some sense of self-forgiveness for, again, feeling disappointed in yourself, feeling like you maybe could have done more, even though it doesn't really seem like that's the case. Spirit right now is kind of asking you to bring love into this situation, in particular for yourself as well, because you need to be a little easier on yourself about whatever you're dealing with. Try to assume that everything is working out in your favor. You're going to be feeling like things are really flowing. You're going to be feeling much more at ease. You're going to have time to rest. For a lot of you, maybe you need that. And if this isn't physically rest, this is just be able to rest in knowing that you're okay in the moment and where you're at, and that you don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to do anything else. You're doing everything at perfect timing. You're really going to flow. You're going to be at peace. You could be given some type of leadership role pretty soon or you may be shown a gateway into a leadership role pretty soon. Maybe a new job for some of you, or stepping up in your job, maybe a raise, even leveling up in your position. Yeah, you guys are opening a gateway, or there has been one open. There will be one open pretty soon for you to step through out of this period of kind of darkness you might have felt you've been in, into the light. As you can see, there's a bunch of light over there. You could be feeling like this opportunity, or this gateway that opens up, was handed down from the universe. You'll really feel like it was almost like a miracle. There's something almost kind of mystical about how it happens, because it's almost too good to be true. And it will literally feel like there was some type of divine intervention, or you'll just feel like the universe was taking care of you. You could also be meeting someone who might be into very mystical things, or someone who's just very creative maybe. I feel like they're a very aware person, and they're coming to help you, or coming to help you through this gateway. Whether or not they're directly correlated, they're in your life to help you through this time of your life. This could be a very close friend, or family member, or someone maybe you even haven't met yet, but they're a very mystical person. They could have very light hair for some of you, or light eyes. This person's going to be on your journey for the long run. I think they're probably, if you know who this is, it seems like for most of you they've been in your life for a long time already, but this person is going to continue to be in your life for a good while through your journey and just in life in general. You also could have recently taken some type of leadership role. You could have done something that was very leader-like. People really agreed with the decisions you made. They really agreed with the choices you made. Like, I think that they're looking at how you handled a situation or what you did in a situation or the choices you made as very mature and very, like, correct. Pretty soon people, for some reason, will be seeing you as more of a leader. I feel like a lot of you could be water signs. Of course, that does not have to be the case. You're definitely coming into a period of looking better physically, however that wants to translate for you, whatever you've been trying to improve or like hope would improve. I feel like for some reason exactly what you've been hoping for is what you're going to get a confidence boost in. If you also just in general have been feeling, like I said, kind of down in the dark, there's a very big momentum and energy of optimism coming in, of just pure, like, happy to be in the moment. This coming out as well as the Four of Swords is telling me within the next few weeks you're going to be way more aware. You're going to be very, like I said, at peace. Like, you're just going to be able to settle into the moment and become aware of your whole being. And I don't, of course, just mean your body. Very eager and excited to start this next chapter of your life or be this next version of yourself that you feel is emerging. I again feel like there's something you've been super patient with that the universe is just saying they're waiting for the exact right time. Like, you have to be right, exactly in the right spot at the right time for this to come in, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to, like I said, things are going to fall into place almost like mysteriously. And I see you being very courageous and brave with this next chapter of your life. You really feel like you know where you're headed, and you're going to feel a lot more secure about the path ahead, at least what your plan is. Your intuition is getting extremely, extremely, like, heightened pretty soon. You're going to be able to tell exactly when people are deceiving you or trying to, or, you know, you're just going to be able to read people really well. I also think something about your dreams is pretty significant. Watch out for what your dreams are trying to tell you. So I wanted to go ahead and shuffle a little more. Let's get, a little bit more. We have Justice. So you're getting justice in a situation. Good karma is coming your way because you've been good and you've kept to it. You've been patient. Also, people around you that maybe have done you wrong, you'll get some type of justice for that. Even if that's just them coming around and being like, oh, I realize now. Maybe that's what this forgiveness card is about. Someone might be coming around to ask for your forgiveness. The Ten of Cups in reverse. So you really kind of haven't felt so happy recently, have you? Kind of feels like something's been missing. Maybe you haven't been horribly sad, but something just feels like it's not the same as it was. I was just hearing that one song by Harry Styles. Or should I split it? I'll do here. Oh! I'll take that. Miss. So we have the King of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. You didn't give up on something. You were very loyal when people might have not even been loyal to you, or a situation wasn't loyal to you. You weren't getting something back that you were giving. But because you were so loyal and patient, you're getting this opportunity coming in, and it's a pretty big one, like I said. This is going to free you from how you've been feeling. Okay, two more. The Star in reverse and the World in reverse. Something is not over from the past. I think someone could be trying to come back around, or a situation could be trying to come back around, asking you for forgiveness. Yeah, I think for most of you, you're probably going to be moved on from this or looking towards the future because you feel that that would be the best for your karma as well. Something is definitely not over from the past completely. And also, this is also a message of saying things that you thought were like hopeless. Don't think that, because it's not over with those things just because you maybe haven't seen the amount of forward movement you wanted. Those things aren't over. Things can still turn around. And just don't lose hope. That's what they're saying, because you've definitely gone through a little bit of losing hope recently. I don't know how long it's gone on for, but they're trying to say, and it's okay to. It's okay to feel like that, but just know that it won't be like that forever. Things are going to change. Just anytime you feel that loss of hope, try to bring love into the situation and try to remember that things really will get better. And the universe does love you. It's not trying to hurt you. It's not against you. So yeah, thank you, pile number 1. I really hope this resonated, and I hope these great things find you soon. Bye. Hi everybody that chose the second pile. Let's see what good things are coming in for you really, really soon. Let's do the oracle cards first. We have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, full moon in Leo. I will be changing the angle in a second. Surrender to the Divine, full moon. That is the Moonology deck. Power. Ooh. Enlightenment. I like that Power card. You guys had the most cards, I think, out of everyone. Potential. Voyage. Not the right time. Yes. And let's go on to tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. The art is very pretty. The High Priestess in reverse. The Fool in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Wands. Justice. And at the bottom, we have the 8 of Pentacles. You guys are currently seeing so much potential for the future, or you're about to. You're about to come into a huge power up, feeling a lot of power in yourself. I mean, you have power. You have the Queen of Wands, one of the most powerful queens. She's just fiery, you know? And I feel like there's a lot of that here with, for example, we have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, full moon in Leo. You could be like leveling up so much that you're gonna have to start to be like trying to keep yourself humble, because there's just like it's not like you're trying to be cocky, but there's just so many good things to talk about that maybe you're like noticing people around you might even be kind of like annoyed that you're always talking about all the good things. I don't know if that's gonna resonate for everyone, but with Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, you're gonna start to notice that you're gonna have to try. You might feel like you're gonna have to try to like dim your accomplishments or what's going on in your life or how you feel. If that resonates for you, of course, don't worry about what other people think. Don't dim your light, but definitely, of course, don't let pride get too much in your way. You could have been dealing with a situation or with people that were kind of prideful, and maybe you had to surrender to that. You had to just let go and wait for something to happen, wait for the right time to come for you to either do something or maybe leave a situation, or you had to surrender something to the divine so that you could get your way in the future. You had to surrender something in the past. You had to like compromise. You had to kind of just let it be and wait for something better to happen, and it's finally coming. And that's what this yes card is about here, because in the past it wasn't the right time to do something and you knew it, or like it just wasn't happening, or just something caused you to have to surrender. I don't think you were too happy about that, but you finally did it. You were able to completely just let go, give the situation over to the universe, and it's taking care of you, and it's bringing about, the results exactly that you wanted. Because look, this is a yes and an exclamation mark. In this deck, there's other yeses that don't have exclamation marks. So the fact that this has one is telling me this is a big yes. Like, this is finally coming in, and it's coming in the way you wanted. That's the funny thing, is I feel like something's happening exactly the way you wanted. And because of this amazing thing working out, coming in, This is, I think, why this message of don't let pride get in your way is coming in. Remember to stay present. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they say. But it is definitely a time to celebrate pretty soon, and you're going to be looking towards the future, seeing the future as having so much potential after this thing finally works out, after it's the right time for this to work out and it works out perfectly. And you don't see it happening. That's the thing, is I don't think right now you can see how it's going to work out. It's not really, that's why you have to surrender, because they're trying to tell you you're not supposed to know. I don't know what that is. There's like a really, really bright green light I've never once seen in my whole time of living here. And it's like flashing right now. It's on top of a speed, like it might be literally the sun reflecting on it, but it is like absurdly bright. It's insane. I've never seen it be this bright at this angle that I'm sitting at. A bright green light. Something's it's go time for something. Something's finally happening. It wasn't the right time, and now it's go time. This could be involving traveling, or again, this is just saying that you guys could be stepping into the next part of your lives. You guys could be growing up, or feeling like you're going to be a lot more grown up after these next, I'd say like this next half year, you're going to be feeling a lot more matured for some reason through your experiences. Some of you could be going on a trip somewhere, maybe with family, I'm seeing. You definitely, I think, realize that because of this time of no movement, or something not working out in the time that you wanted it to in the past, and you having to surrender to that, this also made you become much more wise. Also, like, you just feel like you finally get it. You get why everything happened the way it did. It all clicks. It's gonna like fall into place. It's gonna feel like, oh, that's why. Like, it's gonna feel like you can finally look at the situation from higher up. And that's kind of funny, as you can see. I think this is like a boat in the sky. You could be water sign or fire sign, or it doesn't matter. And make sure when this time comes to make this big leap or go forward, make sure you trust yourself, because the universe wants you to trust yourself. They don't want you to second guess the decisions you've made and the one you're making and the steps forward. They want you to trust that they'll have your back, that, you know, everything's going to work out exactly as it's meant to, just like you noticed it did before. And you're going to realize that the only thing keeping you in the energy of feeling scared of the future, feeling like you don't have enough, maybe courage even for some of you, or just scared of what might happen, really anxious, you're going to realize that all that was really truly just you creating it for yourself. The solution to the problem was like always in your hands. It was always up to you to get out of this mindset. Like, it was always your power. It was in your power. You might have felt like your power was taken away. I completely even forgot that was there. But you might have felt like your power was taken away in the past, and this is what's coming back. You're going to feel like you're gaining back your power. And it's going to come back in such a strong, like, you know, gush, like a huge flow of it coming in suddenly, that they're trying to say, remember to be humble, because this is going to be big forward movement, big leveling up. And I think each of you know exactly what the situation is at hand, but what you don't know is how it's going to actually unfold, and that's what it's okay. You're not supposed to know. They're saying it's totally fine. They want you to surrender that. They want you to surrender not knowing. You could be getting a lot more popular for some of you. Maybe you're in the, like, you know, social eye, maybe online or anywhere really. You're just gaining a lot more popularity. And things are really suddenly going to feel like they're working out for you. The end of a negative karmic cycle you were in. You could be signing some contracts also, or something with legality, like paperwork, something like that going in your favor, like going well for you, you getting what you want out of it. Maybe it's a job contract for some of you. But within the next few months, this is not to say you're not going to be busy. You're going to be very, very focused and busy as well. You're going to be feeling like you still have a lot to work at, but it's going to be feeling like there's a lot more potential now for the future. Like, things are opening up and you can actually feel it and see it in front of you, instead of just holding on to the hope of it. so I'm gonna go ahead and pull some more. Oops. Let's go ahead and see the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay guys, my camera died. The last thing I think it recorded was the Eight of Wands. So after that, we got the Hermit, the Hierophant, Three of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're gonna be going back to feeling like your normal self. This is also why probably this Enlightenment card is coming in, because it's like you've been in a period of not feeling like yourself because of a situation or person, and now you're coming back to it, but you're not going to be the same person. You're going to be having new wisdom, new life experience, and seeing things from a different perspective, because I mean technically we're never the same person any second, and we're always technically changing, and our perspective is always changing. Yeah, you could be going back to your old routine. It's a break from some other way you've been doing things that hasn't been bringing in the amount of happiness that you know you can have. So it seems like you're going back to something that you kind of have either always been, always done. It seems like you're kind of going back to something that's kind of been a constant in your life, or something you've always been able to rely on, or something that always gave you the results that you were kind of looking for, the better feeling. And for some of you, this was in relation to a situation with a person that now you're not going to be communicating with as much, or like there's just not going to be as much happening in this situation. This could be a separate situation from whatever you are like calling your power back from, but I think like for most of you, I feel like it's the same. For a lot of you, this specific situation with talking less with someone is related to like some type of heartbreak, literally maybe, because we have the Three of Swords coming back, or just something that has disappointed you greatly. It doesn't have to be love for all of you, but something that's really disappointed you. You're turning it around for yourself. You're gaining your power back. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you could also be making a lot more money within the next 5 weeks, getting a lot more coin. And also, again, this card also just talks about just coming back from a feeling of betrayal and being wounded, feeling really bad, left out, abandoned by someone even maybe, or just done wrong. It's turning around and this feeling is leaving, and instead hope for the future is coming in, gaining back of your power, control over your situation. And like I said, for a lot of you, money is coming in. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys, group number 2. Thank you for listening. I hope it resonated. Thanks for playing tarot, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.